USDA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
And that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Again, it's Young. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready?
Now here's Young. And he will find his man on the outside.
Come on, man. God dang.
And the Panthers are going to have
I was all over
first
this,
and goal as they try
too.
to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You do them early and often.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal?
Black 45. White.
Young to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging.
He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here is Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Set, huh?
Young will set to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Okay, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Blue 32. Claws red. Ready.
To throw, Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
33. Yellow.
Straight ahead, ETN. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Come on, set. 45. White. Will green.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
26 yards. And Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Young now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Now Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and coming. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Young. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right, 95. Field, black. Set.
They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
53.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. It'll be Young again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Now Young. He's going to air one out. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers
To take possession here, it's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
To kick off for Carolina.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's the beginning of the first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They've got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into their second half blowout material.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Okay, right. First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Throwing, Young. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on second and 10. Young. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
That's good. Panthers, first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Carolina.
Back to throw. Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Down.
Young working out of the gun. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
33, yellow. Blue striker. Set.
They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
52 blue. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. looking to put a drive together.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They go play action here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Dropped by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down. It's a gain of 17
Ready,
yards.
ready.
And the
Black,
Panther
95.
first down.
Hut.
Now here's Young. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Trevor Etienne, 71 yards. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Panthers 10. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Panthers 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Ready. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Red.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Young going to move him around.
Back to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Irvin.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Panthers 17. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the
Officially
play.
no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready. Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
A gain of 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
52 bull. Black shot. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Legette, 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Come on, set.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The Young's going to throw for this. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
25.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Handoff running left, Irving.
Oh, some strong running. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Tampa Bay, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get